the recording. Hare Krishna. Thanks all for joining. So, as we are into this particular Bhagavad Gita sessions, so we have covered so far what we have covered. Anyone can give a quick brief, because I don't want me alone to talk every time. Any quick brief, what we have covered till now?
Prabhu, in the chapter 2, we discuss about the soul, that we are soul, we are not body. And Krishna told Arjun to be in the soul platform, not in the bodily platform, because he was lamenting based on the bodily platform
Okay.
and the qualities of soul.
How
And
many qualities are, how many characteristics are there, Prabhu? How many characteristics? Close to 30 characteristics of the soul, been explained by Krishna
okay,
to
Prabhu.
Arjuna. 30, 30. Okay, soul cannot be submerged into the water. It cannot be like
How much
a,
water?
yeah,
Yeah.
withered by the wind. It can't be burned
Cannot
by the
be
fire.
can
Yeah,
burn by
correct.
fire. Yeah.
Exactly.
Cannot be
Likewise,
wet dry.
30
Yeah.
characters, because we need to remember all these 30 characteristics, so that we'll be able to identify sometime. Okay, many a times when we are in distress state, or when we don't know like how to proceed, at the time these are the teachings which will help us to go on the right path. That is what uh, this yoganashta parantapa, okay, this particular knowledge, whatever we are receiving, it will never get wasted. Okay, so that we have to understand. Very good, Prabhu. Others, like please contribute whatsoever you could able to remember till now, whatever we studied.
Also, we discussed, Prabhu, about this types of yoga like Karm Kand, Karma Yoga, Dhyan Yoga, Bhakti Yoga,
Yeah.
and Buddhi Yoga,
Okay.
and then about the qualities of the Sthit Pragya,
Yeah.
how the Sthit Pragya yoga person, how he behaves, how he walks, and how he talk.
Okay. Very good. Very good, Prabhu. Okay. Then others, anyone?
We also spoke in the few shlokas, last few shlokas, Prabhu, like giving up all the desires for false
Exactly.
proprietorship, sense
Ex-
gratification, false ego.
exactly. Yeah. So what is that particular the whole flow chart? It is, we see the object, and we develop the attachment, because our senses are getting attached to that particular object, and attachment develops. From the attachment, lust comes. From the lust, okay, if the lust is fulfilled, it becomes greed. If the lust is unfulfilled, it becomes anger. Then from there, okay, our intelligence is lost, memory is bewildered, okay, intelligence is lost. Then we will get into the material pool again and again. This is how we are getting into the material pool again and again. So to not to get into the material pool, we need to have the spiritual knowledge. Okay, when we are having the spiritual knowledge, our intelligence will be re-established. Okay, with that intelligence re-established, we will be able to go back to the spiritual world. Okay, this is what we have seen in that particular whole of the details about, okay, details about how we can get back the knowledge. Correct. Very good. Okay. Then any other thing? Why the revision is very, very important is, if we are not revising, okay, we attend the class, we go back, we will not be having any reflection. Okay, that should not be the case. Okay, we need to reflect all these things. Okay, what is we need to contemplate also, like what we learned and how we can apply it in our day-to-day life. What others what other topics we have seen? Okay, we covered most of the second chapter. The systematically, it is about, okay, Arjuna was in a distressed state where he could not able to see like how to move further. For that, like Krishna is speaking all the yogas. Okay, first the jnana yoga, then karma yoga. You, as a kshatriya, you have to do your duty. So if you are not doing your duty, like you will be scorned by all the acharyas and all these scholars and like all the other warriors. Okay, so then he is talking about karma yoga. Okay, you do first he is talking about karma kanda. Okay, you do the work. The result you will get, like if you win, you will go back to you will get the material kingdom, earthly kingdom. If you lose, you will go back to the spiritual kingdom. Okay, because you are doing it for the sake of the Lord to protect the dharma. Okay. Uh, then he is talking about the karma yoga. You do the work, but surrender the results to me. Then you are not going to get any attachment to that particular result. Okay, so that is how he was speaking. Then Arjuna is asking, okay, how that particular thing is possible. The Siddha Prajna, like where who is not having any kind of uh, deviation, or they both they treat both happiness and sad moment in the similar manner. How is it possible? And how they walk and how they carry themselves, like that is Prabhu nicely covered. Okay, this is on the second chapter. What is the second chapter name?
The acronym, Prabhu, it's Gita, right?
Yeah, Gita. But what is uh, the the second chapter name of the second chapter?
Contents of the Gita summarized.
Yeah, very good. Contents of the Gita summarized. Okay, what is the first chapter name?
Observing the armies.
Observing the armies in the battlefield of Kurukshetra.
Battlefield.
Battlefield of Kurukshetra. Okay, so what is the acronym of first chapter? Doubt. It is doubt. Okay. So initially, it has been explained like how Dhritarashtra is asking Sanjaya, okay, about their assembly of their son and Pandu's son, and we see like how his mind was like so narrow-minded, as he was asking the Pandu son as like not his own sons. Okay, he shows the differences. Then the Duryodhana is explaining the armies, and he sees, okay, our army is very what to say, very strengthened because of the number of soldier and other things. Okay, then Arjuna's army been explained, and the Pandavas Shanka name been explained. Then how they been assembled, and while they blow the Shanka, like they been uh, the tremulous sound was coming. So how the victory been predicted for Pandavas, like all those scenarios also we gone through in detail. Then Arjuna giving 5 reasons not to fight. What are those 5 reasons? Hare Krishna. What are those 5 reasons Arjuna saying, okay, I am not going to fight?
Hare Krishna, Prabhu.
Yes, Madhuri. Yeah.
Prabhu, he don't want to fight with their brother, and
Yeah.
he don't
Okay.
want to be the part of that sin.
Okay. Very good.
Uh,
And he is
In
fearful of
addition,
the sinful reactions.
Yeah. Sinful reaction. Then what other things?
yeah,
Okay.
destruction of family,
Family.
Compassion.
Yeah. Compassion. Very good. Okay. And family tradition will be vanquished. Okay. Very good. Then women's are
indecision,
polluted. Yeah, indecision. Very, very good. Okay. Because why I'm saying this revision is important is so that it has to be registered in our mind. Okay, this is how the whole scenario of the scenes been. happened in Bhagavad Gita. Okay, that is the reason. This is very, very important. So these are the 5 reasons: compassion, enjoyment, saintliness, and like a sinful of fearful of sinful reaction, then destruction of family tradition, and indecision. Like these are the reasons. Arjuna saying he's not going to fight, and Krishna is counterattacking or like a responding with all those facts why he should fight for all those 5 reasons. Okay, then he is surrendering to Krishna, and then Krishna is talking about Jnana Yoga, Karma Kanda, Karma Yoga, Dhyana Yoga, Bhakti Yoga, okay, everything. So in the this is what like we covered in chapter 1 and 2. Kudos to all of you because completing 2 chapters in Bhagavad Gita is a great achievement. Okay, but the only thing is it is just a start. It is not like the end. We have to keep revising. Like keep reading, keep listening about Bhagavad Gita. Then we covered in the foundational slides like the 4 yugas been evolving and how each yuga, like what is the way to reach Lord and what is the span of each yuga that we covered in detail. Then uh, how Vishnus are coming from Lord Krishna, the whole of material universe creation, and what are the 5 topics of Bhagavad Gita talking about? Can anyone say what are the 5 topics? Bhagavad Gita talks about 5 topics. Which 5 topics of Bhagavad it is talking about?
Karma, time,
Karma, time, very good.
Jeev, Ishwar, Karma.
Yeah, Jiva,
Jiva, Prakriti,
Prakriti, very good.
Ishvara.
Ishvara, very, very good. Okay. So Jiva, then Ishvara will be there. First Ishvara, then Jiva, then material world, which is Prakriti, then Kala and Karma. So in this, which is eternal, which is not eternal, and all for the other
Karma is
4 are
non-eternal.
karma is non-eternal.
Karma.
Very good. That is the reason. Like we can change our karma by performing the bhakti. Okay. Then we seen like what are the difference between Lord Vishnu and the Lord Shiva and the Lord Brahma's like qualities, and what is a spiritual world and what is a material world, how we can go back from here to there. Yes, the material world is the dukkhalayam ashashvatam. Nothing is permanent and everything is like, okay, everything is full of misery. But in the spiritual world, it is Satchitananda. Sat means eternal. Chit means knowledge. Um, Ananda means bliss. Okay, that is how we have seen till now. Okay, 4 things are common in this particular world. This 14 planetary system. What are the 4 things? Yeah, Janma, Mrityu, Jara, Vyadi. Okay, which is birth, death, old age, and disease. These 4 things are common, starting from Brahma till the smallest of species, which is ant. Okay, it is common. So then we have seen how human life is very, very precious compared to all the other species. We have seen, okay, what are the 4 things are common between human and animals, and what is the difference human has like compared to animal? Can anyone say that?
Eating, sleeping, mating, and defending.
Yeah, very good. Yeah, eating, mating, sleeping, defending. These 4 things are common between human and animals. So, which is the difference? Differentiate like a human from animals.
Human has
Intelligence.
got the intelligence, Prabhu.
Yeah,
Intelligence.
intelligence. Yeah, correct. Yeah, the reasoning power. So that
Reasoning
reasoning
power.
power, yeah, that is what differentiate human from animals. Okay, that is the reason. If we are doing only these 4 things, eating, mating, sleeping, defending, then we are nothing but animals only, which we don't want to be called as animals. So we have to use our reasoning power. We have to decide, we have to do a bhakti to the Lord. Okay, so that is what we have to do it. Okay, these are the things we have covered till now. Please take some time and keep revising these things. Okay, So now we are going, we are stepping into the third chapter, which is now from third to sixth chapter. Okay, it would be relatively like a small chapters compared to second chapter, because it will come around 30 to 40 slokas in each chapter. Okay, because second chapter it is 72 slokas, correct? The first chapter it is around 40 odd slokas. Okay, so hopefully we can cover it like a quickly and nicely. Um, so this is what like till now the second chapter summary is Arjuna was horrified, he was surrendering to Krishna. Then Krishna is explaining the Sankhya philosophy within, which is nothing but the which is nothing but the Jnana Yoga. Then he is talking about Karma Kanda. This whole, this slide explains the whole of first chapter summary in a gist. Okay, observing the armies in the battlefield of Kurukshetra, then Arjuna's reasoning for not fighting, then Lord Krishna instructs Arjuna. Then this one help us like to understand the whole second chapter. Arjuna is surrendering. Okay, then Sankhya philosophy been explained. Then Karma Kanda, you have to fight as a Kshatriya. If you win, you will get a earthly kingdom. If you lose, you will go back to the spiritual world. Okay, then he is talking about Buddhi Yoga or Nishkama Karma Yoga. So, Asha Shakti, you have to do your duty, surrender the result to me, then you will not have any reaction. Okay. By doing that, okay, we will not get birth in this material world again and again, and we will not have any sinful reaction. That is very important, because we need to know what is the result we are going to achieve by doing Buddhi Yoga or Nishkama Karma Yoga. Okay. Then Arjuna is asking symptoms of the self-realized soul. Then Krishna is saying, okay, he is free from envy or the desire to enjoy the senses, have a steady mind always. He is indifferent between good and bad, have a taste for devotional service. Then he controls his senses, okay, to achieve the intelligence. Then being unsituated, like he can be, he can be eligible to enter into the kingdom of God. Okay. So this is what we have seen like the peace formula, which is the one who is not connected with Krishna. Nasti buddhi rayuktasya nacha yuktasya bhavana nacha bhavayate santir asantasya kutastukam. Okay. So asantasya kutastukam. Okay. One who is not connected with the Supreme or not doing any devotional service cannot have steady mind or peace or happiness. He neither has a steady mind, nor has a peace, nor has a happiness. Okay. So this we have seen in detail. Please revise again. So third chapter has 43 slokas. Okay, sloka 1 to 9 explaining about dealing with the confusion. Again, after explaining all these things, like, okay, Arjuna has one more confusion. Okay, renunciation or working in Nishkama Karma Yoga. He thinks that, okay, what Krishna says, you do the work, but surrender the results. Okay, tyaga, the renunciation. But what Arjuna is thinking is, okay, renunciation is not about, he thinks that a renunciation of not result, but a renunciation of work itself. He is thinking, okay, I need to renunciate the work itself. But Krishna says, no, no, no. That is not what I am asking about a renunciation. Renunciation means like a do the work, but surrender the results to me. Okay, so that you will not have any reaction. But Arjuna was thinking, okay, in this chapter, fourth chapter, fifth chapter, all the three chapters, he will be having doubt about, okay, work in devotion is better or renunciation of work is better. He will think renunciation of work. But Krishna stresses, no, it is not renunciation of work. It is renunciation of the results of your work. Okay, that is what he keep on asking. Arjuna will keep on asking, and Krishna will keep on responding. No, it is not about renunciation of work, but a renunciation of the results of the work. Okay, that is very, very important. That point been requested by Arjuna again and again, not for his own benefit, but for all of our benefit. Okay, many a times, okay, some guys will think, okay, I don't want to work, I don't know who will go through this difficult tough situation, let me go for a sannyasa. That is how this bogus sannyasis are like uh, so many in quantity in the current world, because they just don't want to work anything, and they want to enjoy the full. They want to enjoy uh, the wealth and other things, fame, wealth, and etc. etc. without doing any work. Okay, so but that is very much condemned by Krishna. That is not, he is talking about tyaga or renunciation. This is very, very important to understand, as this will help us to not to go and approach the bogus guru, or we ourselves. Okay, I don't want to work. Okay, let me go to the sannyasa as a easy path to uh, get the peaceful life, which they will think, but which is not the case. Correct? That is very important. Then 3.10 to 16. Okay, he's talking about from karma kanda to karma yoga. These topics you may see, okay, it is repetitive, because in the second chapter we covered almost everything. Okay, the same thing will be repeated in chapter 3, 4, 5, 6. Do not get confused, because it is going to be explained in detail in each of this chapter. Okay, then Nishkama Karma Yoga, which is acting beautifully with the detachment to set the correct example. How Maharaj Janaka or Krishna himself doing the work to set the example for the future generation. Then the three gateways to hell: lust, greed, anger. And lust, greed, anger. So that is what Krishna is explaining in the 36 to 43. Okay, very interesting chapter, third chapter. Okay, so let us go through this sloka. Okay, what is the chapter 3 name? It is Karma Yoga. The first chapter name is Observing the Armies on the Battlefield of Kurukshetra. Second chapter name is Contents of the Gita Summarized. Third chapter name is Karma Yoga. Okay, Karma Yoga. The first sloka goes like this. Arjuna Vacha Jayasi Chet Karmanaste Mata Buddhi Janardana. Who is Janardana?
Krishna.
Prabhu Krishna.
Very good. Okay. Uvacha means, what is the meaning of Uvacha?
He spoke. Arjuna
He
Speaking.
spoke.
spoke. Yeah, speaking. Okay, very good. Yeah. Tat Kim. Kim means, what is the meaning of Kim?
Who, Prabhu? Who?
Yeah. Kim means why, who, what, likewise. Okay. Karmani. Tat Kim Karmani Gore Mam. Mam means like a me. Niyojyashi Keshava. Keshava also represents Krishna, because he killed the Kesi demon. Okay. So Arjuna said, O Janardana, O Keshava, why do you want to engage me in this ghastly warfare if you think that intelligence is better than fruity work? So where Krishna ended the second chapter, on which slokas? Sita Prajna, correct? One who is very idle in sitting, one who is connected to yoga, one who is having a steady mind, one who is having steady intelligence, one who is not attached or affected by like a good and bad result, everything, correct? That is what intelligence means. Okay, now Arjuna has, Krishna, if you say the Sita Prajna is a right way of leading the life, then why you are engaging me in this war field, and why you are asking me to fight? If you think that intelligence is better than fruity work. Fruity work, what is a fruity work means?
जिसमें फल मिले हमको.
Exactly, very good, Mataji, very, very good. Okay, so you do the work and you are going to get some fruit. Okay, phal, you are going to get some benefit. Okay, if you do good work, you will get good phal. If you do bad work, okay, you will get bad phal. Okay, bad karma, the good karma or bad karma. So Krishna, okay, the intelligence is better, so we need to do tyaga or sannyasa. Then why you are engaging me in this ghastly warfare activities? Okay, that is what. If you think intelligence is better than the fruity work, that is what Arjuna is asking to Krishna. The second sloka also, व्यामिश्रेणेव वाक्येन बुद्धिं मोहयसैव मे तत् एकं वद निश्चित्य येन श्रेयोऽहम् आप्नुयाम्. My intelligence is bewildered by your equivocal instructions. Therefore, please tell me decisively which will be more beneficial for me. So, Arjuna is saying, I am very bewildered. My intelligence is gone. Okay, I am bewildered by your equivocal. Equivocal means like, okay, you are saying at one particular thing, one particular time you are saying, okay, do karma yoga. The other time you are saying, okay, renounce it. Yeah, renounce it. So I am completely confused, Krishna. Therefore, please tell me decisively, okay, which will be most beneficial for me. So that is what uh, Arjuna is asking to Krishna. Okay. Then in the third sloka, Shri Bhagavan Vacha. We covered in the foundational slide why Krishna being called as Bhagavan. What is that? What are the 6 qualities? What are those 6 qualities? Easy way to remember those 6 qualities I already mentioned to you. What is that? Forbes. F-O-R-B-E-S. Yeah. F-O-R-B-E-S. Okay. Aishwaryasya samagrasya Viryasya yasasasriyaka jnana vairagyo chaiva sannam bhaga idinkana. So Aishwarya, which is F-O-R-B-E-S. Okay. F represents fame, O represents opulence, R represents renunciation, then B represents beauty, E represents education or knowledge, and S represents strength. Okay, all these things, one who is exhibiting full and all the time, they only can be called as Bhagavan, and which is there is only one person like it can be called as Bhagavan. That is nothing but Krishna. Okay, F-O-R-B-E-S, Forbes. Okay. So that is what important. That is the reason only Krishna can be called as Bhagavan. Sri Bhagavan Vacha. So Bhagavan is saying now, okay. Lokesmin Dividanishta Pura Prokta Maya Naga Jnana Yogena Sankhyanam Karma Yogena Yoginam Jnana Yogena Sankhyanam. Okay. Karma Yogena Yoginam. The Supreme Personality of Godhead said, O sinless Arjuna, I have already explained that there are 2 classes of men who try to realize the self. So, to get the self realization, it is not necessarily to go on only one path. Okay, there are 2 classes of men, 2 paths are there. Some are inclined to understand it by empirical philosophical speculation. Okay, it is via the Jnana Yoga. Okay, which is they need to have the fact for everything, they have to have the philosophy for everything, and they have to have like the empirical knowledge and the speculation. Okay, and others by devotional service. Devotional service means nothing but karma yoga or nishkama karma yoga. That is what Krishna is saying. Yeah, which is called Buddhi Yoga also. See, there is no yoga as a Buddhi Yoga. Okay, Buddhi Yoga is nothing but when you are connecting with the Lord via karma. When you are performing Nishkama Karma Yoga, it is Buddhi Yoga. When you are connecting to the Lord via the knowledge, when you are performing the Jnana Yoga, it is called Buddhi Yoga. When you are doing bhakti to the Lord and connecting to the Lord, okay, then it becomes bhakti yoga or buddhi yoga. Okay, so yoga is nothing but what is a yoga?
Connection with Lord, Prabhu.
Yeah, connection with the Lord. Okay, so when we do karma and connect with the Lord, that is called karma yoga or nishkama karma yoga or buddhi yoga. When we connect with the Lord via knowledge, it becomes jnana yoga. When we connect to Lord via bhakti, it becomes bhakti yoga. Okay, so that is very, 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 very important. So here he is saying there are two classes of men. One are inclined to perform the empirical, philosophical speculation, and others by devotional service. Okay. So the next sloka. Oh, this is very important sloka. Na karma narambam naishkarmyam purushosnute na cha sanyasana deva siddhim samadhi gacchati na karmanam anarambam naishkarmyam purushosnute na cha sanyasana siddhim samadhi gacchati. Samadhi gacchati means he attains, okay. Siddhi means success. So not by merely abstaining from work can one achieve freedom from reaction, nor by renunciation alone one can attain perfection. So this will talk about little depth of the karma yoga. Okay, not by merely abstaining from the work. Okay, some intelligent or some so-called material intelligent people will say, "Boss, if I do the work, I am going to get the reaction." Correct? So let me not do the work, then I will not get the reaction. That is what Arjuna also saying, correct? One of the reason for not fighting, what is the reason he is saying? Can anyone say what is the reason? One of the reason Arjuna says, okay, I am not going to fight. I am going to get the sinful reaction, correct? Are you all with me?
Yes, Prabhu.
Yeah.
Yes, Prabhu.
So Arjuna is saying, if I fight my family members and my relatives, then I am going to get the sinful reaction. So better I am not going to fight. What he is saying in the chapter 1, he's saying, I will rather go and beg and take care of me rather than fighting my own family members, because by fighting my own family members, I am going to get the sinful reaction. This is what the uh, reason he has given, not fighting. But how Krishna counterattacked in the chapter 2, in the Karma Kanda section, was as a Kshatriya, your duty is to fight. If you are fighting, if you are winning, you are going to get the earthly kingdom. If you are losing, you are going to get the heavenly kingdom. Okay. But at the same time, if you are not fighting, then you are deviating from your work, assigned work to protect dharma. So you are going to get the sinful reaction. Arjuna said, if I fight, I am going to get the sinful reaction. But Krishna rephrased and reconfirmed that if you are not fighting, you are going to get the sinful reaction. That is what here also he is saying. Not by merely abstaining. Abstaining means like, hey, let me not do, preventing. Okay, I'm going to get the reaction, so let me not work so that I will not get the reaction. If someone is in that mood and not doing work, then they will get the reaction, bad reaction. Okay, they are not going to get freedom from the reaction. They will get bad reaction. Okay, that is what Krishna stresses here. You have to renounce the results, not the work itself. Okay, so that is what, not by merely abstaining from work can one achieve freedom from perfection reaction, nor by renunciation alone one can attain perfection. And not by renunciation. Renunciation means, okay, I did a full tyaga, so I am going to attain the perfection. No, we have to do the work, and we have to be conscious of surrender those results to Krishna, so that we will please Krishna, not by just abstaining the work or abstaining the take the renunciation in a different way. That should not be encouraged. Okay, that is what uh, Krishna is saying. Any doubts till now? These 4 slokas. Anyone has any doubt?
No, Prabhu.
Or anyone can explain the gist of like what is this 4 sloka is covering? In the first sloka, what Arjuna is asking, why you engaged me in this ghastly warfare when intelligence, you say like equivocal, I am bewildered because why you engaged me in this ghastly warfare activities when you think, okay, intelligence is better than the fruity work. Okay, that is on the first sloka. Then please tell me decisively which is best for me. Okay, work in devotion or renunciation. Okay, so then Krishna says in the this one, what he says in the previous sloka. He says, already explained, like there are 2 classes of men to realize the self. One inclined to the empirical and philosophical knowledge, another inclined to the bhakti, okay, doing the devotional service. Then he says, not by, yeah, yeah. So the next sloka, he says, okay, not by merely, yeah. So So he says, okay, not by merely abstaining from work can I achieve freedom from reaction, nor by renunciation alone can one attain perfection. Okay, this is what 4 slokas Krishna is explaining to Arjuna. Let us see the slides. So 1 and 2, Arjuna inquires Krishna, which Buddhi Yoga or one intelligence sorry, and has condemned the fruity work, but wishes him to fight. Krishna replies that like he has actually recommended. Already Krishna told him like okay, the difference between karma and the jnana yoga. Okay, and Krishna replies since the soul is um, active by nature, renunciation of work, one's heart is not clean. So that is what he's explaining here. And let's see it in the detail. Okay, text 1 to 2. Let me project the screen. So, text 1 to 2, intelligence, Arjuna's question is, intelligence is fruitive than work, why fight? Okay, when intelligence is like, okay, you are saying better than the fruity work, but then why I have to fight? Okay, so in the 2.49 sloka, Krishna says, keep far distance from the abominable activities so that our senses are controlled. Okay, by engaging in the buddhi yoga, then Arjuna's question, why Arjuna is asking why Krishna like I need to fight. When you are saying in the 2.49, keep abominable from the sinful reaction and from these activities. Okay, because by doing that we are engaging the buddhi yoga. Okay, so if intelligence is better than the fruity work, then why I have to fight? That is what the confusion for Arjuna is. He misunderstood to be the cessation of work. Okay, rather than to understand, we have to Prida. Rather than to renounce the results of the work, Arjuna misunderstood. Okay, we have to cessate the work itself. We have to renounce the work itself. Okay, so what he thinks that okay, I need to go to the secluded place and chant the holy name. Not advised unless someone is very advanced. Okay, this is not advice. This someone going, okay, that is bohatyaha. It is not the real sannyasa. It is boha sannyasa, because what they are thinking, okay, I'm going to get the reaction by doing the work. Let me not do the work. Let me go to the secluded place, and I will chant, and I will do the bhakti. That is what bhogatyaha. That is not the real sannyasa. In the upcoming chapters also, Krishna will explain in detail about what is real sannyasa. Okay. Then Arjuna confused by equivocal instruction, because by fighting via the karma yoga, uh, he can achieve the devotion service, because he is fighting for protecting the dharma, and he is fighting because Krishna is saying to fight to protect dharma. So the renunciation, which is like a jnana yoga, which is empirical or philosophical speculation, it says, okay, everything is a Lord, and why we have to engage in this activity. We can do the renunciation of results of our activity. Okay, that is what Arjuna is confused, and Krishna is going to respond in the upcoming slide. Okay, which is Lord is explaining different class of men realizing the self. Okay, it is a gradual process. First, we have to understand the Sankhya philosophy, which is nothing but characteristics of the body and soul. Okay, study of the spirit and matter. Spirit means soul, matter means like a body. Okay, it is applicable to the people who likes to speculate, like a by doing empirical knowledge and by analyzing the philosophy. Okay, but okay, first you will do the analytical study, then you can do karma yoga. This both the thing, this karma yoga and the Sankhya philosophy or Sankhya yoga, it is interdependent. Okay, in the karma yoga, what we are, yeah, in the karma yoga, what we are doing, we are doing our activity, and we are surrendering those results to the Lord, so that we are not getting any reaction. So that is nothing but buddhi yoga or nishkama karma yoga or karma yoga. So in that, work in Krishna consciousness. Okay, we will work for the Lord, not for our own sense pleasure. Okay, then by doing that, the result is he will not take the birth in this material world, and his bondage from the material world would be like, okay, reduced. Okay, he will be released from the bondage. While working in Krishna consciousness, he always depend on Krishna, and the senses are always engaged in devotion service. We have seen one great soul who exhibited that. Who is which Maharaj? Savai Mana Krishna Padara Vindayor. There is a sloka is there. Who exhibited? Which king exhibited that particular sloka? Huh?
Parikshit or Amrish?
Ambarish Maharaj. Ambarish Maharaj. Okay.
Yes.
Very good, Prabhu. Ambarish Maharaj exhibited all these. He engaged his hands in cleansing that deity and temple. He used his eyes like to see the beautiful form of the Lord. He used his nose like to smell the beautiful tulsi leaves and garlands offered to the Lord. He engaged his ears to hear about the glories of the Lord. He used his tongue to taste the Krishna Prasadam, and to taste to speak about the glorification of the Lord. Okay, that is how. This process is a direct process. It is easy. It is sublime. It is purifying. Okay, these processes are purifying. So that is the reason Krishna is saying, okay, the Bhakti Yoga is better. Okay, in the chapter, sorry, Sloka 3. So that is the reason we have to re-establish that relationship to the Supreme Lord. So that is what been explained in the chapter Sloka 3. So that is what, the Sankhya Yoga and the Buddhi Yoga. What is difference? So philosophical speculation is okay. Now we need to go through a lot of study. Then it is indirect path, wherein Buddhi Yoga or Bhakti Yoga is very direct process. Okay, you connect with the Lord very easily by doing the task. Okay, if you are going to the market to buy the vegetable to prepare for the Lord, that is nothing but Bhakti Yoga. If you are cleansing the house because Lord is sitting there and cleaning the altar because Lord is sitting there, then that is Bhakti Yoga. You are just preparing the boha for Lord and you are offering to Him and taking it as a prasadam and distributing to others also as a prasadam. Then it becomes Bhakti Yoga and the Lord is so happy with that particular thing. Likewise, we can talk and talk if you are hearing the very nice bhajans and speaking to someone about Krishna consciousness and preaching to them the Krishna consciousness. That is what Bhakti Yoga. Okay, this is what we have to understand. Okay, this is what Bhakti Yoga. Then dependence on personal endeavor. Okay, so Sankhya Yoga is nothing but a dependence on personal endeavor, okay, meant for persons who want to understand things by experimental knowledge and philosophy of one's own capacity, okay. We have to do our own, we have to experiment, we have to work on our own acts, okay. But in the Buddhi Yoga, it is dependence on Krishna's mercy, okay. We are working on Krishna's mercy, the process of depending entirely on Supreme Lord and does not depend one's own limited capacity of sense control, purity to advance. Therefore, it is easy and better. Okay. In the Sankhya Yoga, it would be like we are unsure of success. We don't know whether we are traversing in the right path. But in Buddhi Yoga or Krishna consciousness, there is very easy surety of success. Initial purification required by prescribed duty. A lot of activities are required to do the Sankhya Yoga, but ends and means are the same. Our goal and the destination both are same in the Buddhi Yoga. Okay, because by doing the Krishna consciousness itself, like it is a purificatory process. So in the fourth sloka, renunciation should not be accepted without the purification of the gods. Thus, if someone does not perform prescribed duties, okay, transcendental service to Krishna, um, so someone performs the correct act like a transcendental service to Krishna, then it is accepted by Lord as a Buddhi Yoga. If they does not perform the prescribed duty, then he will be coming into the material world again and again. The renunciation by empirical philosophers and retiring from fruity work, okay, they will understand the Narayana. Their purification of heart will happen. Without the purification of heart, they will little disturbance. So, what I just stressing is okay. The renunciation or sannyasa should be accepted after purification of heart. Okay, that happens only when we perform the prescribed duty as prescribed by Lord, and not performing the prescribed duty does not give freedom from the um, does not give any freedom from the material world. Okay, so the purification of heart has to happen by performing the spiritual prescribed duties. Okay, that is what approved by the Lord. By yeah, when we are performing in that manner, we will get the jnana, and when we get the jnana, okay, we can see the Lord face to face. We can see the Lord in our heart. Okay, that is what meant by the purification of heart by performing the prescribed duties. Okay, that is called the real renunciation or sannyasa. LIG. Okay. If someone does not perform the prescribed duty, then the jnana will not happen. The purification of heart will not happen. Okay. Any doubts till now? Yeah. Because when the heart is not purified, as we are not performing the prescribed duty, then the society will not get purified, correct? We are creating a lot of unwanted activities and increasing our own karma, increasing our own stay in this particular world again and again, correct? Any questions till now? I will stop the recording.